Hey guys, Mr. Yisley here. So we're on to lesson number 15, all about writing the equation of perpendicular lines. So in this, we talked about in lesson number 14, kind of that process, which is find the slope of the original line they've given us. Again, we may need to use a graph and go from the left to right point. We may need to use slope formula if they just gave us two ordered pairs, or they may give us the equation of that line and we just need to simply identify the m in front of the x to determine the slope. All right, that's first step. Then we're going to create that negative reciprocal, all right? And once we have that information, we're going to use that and the point they give us on our new line to determine the y-intercept, and then we'll go back and plug that information into a new equation. So when we look at this, right, example A says write an equation of a line that passes through negative 3, 1. So here's the point that they've given us for our new line, all right? And then they say, and is perpendicular, all right? There's some key pieces of information, because as soon as I see that, hey, they want us to write the perpendicular, I know that I need the negative reciprocal of the slope, all right, of the line that they're going to tell us about. All right, so the negative reciprocal to the line of y equals 1/2 x plus 3. So here is the original line, and then we're going to write a equation of a line that's perpendicular to that. Well, in order to do that, the first thing I needed to do is determine the slope of the original line, which was, sorry about that. All right, which was 1/2. All right, so we had an original slope of 1/2. Right? So then I need to now create the negative reciprocal. So the slope of this one was 1/2. So in order to figure out the new slope, all right, I'm going to put that out to the side. I'm going to first say, oh, it was positive, so my new slope is going to be negative. And then I'm going to flip the fraction, all right? 1/2 becomes 2/1, or I can just write that all as -2. All right. So right there out here to the side, like we said. So now I've figured out my new slope of my perpendicular line. So then I need to take this information right here along with the point and plug it in to y equals mx plus b. All right. So I need to take that information and plug it in. So again, this is an x and this is a y coordinate. So I'm going to take that information and I'm going to plug it into the appropriate spots. So I need to plug the x in here, the y in here. Then I need to take my slope and I need to plug it in here, which is going to leave me with just the b, which is the y-intercept, and I can solve. So let's do that. So y is 1, so 1 equals, m is -2 times x, which is -3, plus b. All right, so then I need to solve this down. So first thing, simplify this. -2 times -3 is +6. So 1 equals +6 plus b. And then I need to get rid of the 6 to solve for the b. So subtract 6 and subtract 6. So b is equal to 1 minus 6 is -5. So here is my new y-intercept of my perpendicular line. All right, my slope, again, was -2. So last thing, go in and write it in the form of y equals mx plus b. Now remember, this part's going to look the same. Y equals, now my slope is different. It's in the negative reciprocal, so -2 times x, right? And then my y-intercept is -5. So instead of plus -5, I'm just going to write it as -5. So the equation of my perpendicular line to y equals 1/2 x plus 3 is y equals -2x minus 5. And that passes through the point of -3, 1. All right, so that is our process to writing the equation of a perpendicular line. I'd encourage you to try example B on your own, then check your answer with mine. So example B says write an equation of a line that passes through the point -3, 5. So here's the point that they've given us, right? And is perpendicular. So right there, there's a key word. I need negative reciprocal slope. And it's perpendicular to the line y equals -3x minus 1. All right, well, first thing I need to determine is the slope of the original line, which was -3. All right, -3. Got to include that sign. So I need to create the negative reciprocal slope. So I need to, because it was negative, turn it to a positive. And then I need to flip the fraction. Well, it doesn't show it as a fraction, but it really means 3/1. So this is going to become 1/3. So the original slope was -3. My negative reciprocal is positive 1/3. So there is my new slope of my perpendicular line. Then I need to take that information and plug it into the y equals mx plus b, along with the point they gave me here, x and y. So let's do that. So n for y goes 5. I'm going to do it over here. 5 equals m times x. M again was 1/3. X is -3. And then that is all added to b. And I don't know what b is at this point. I've got to figure that out. All right, so first thing, multiply 1/3 times -3. Well, again, I know that multiplying by 1/3 is the same as just dividing by 3. So -3 divided by 3 is -1. So 5 equals -1 plus b. Then I need to get the b by itself, so I'm going to add 1 to both sides. When I do that, I get b equals 5 plus 1, which is 6. So now I figured out the y-intercept of my new line. So now I need to plug that information along with my slope into y equals mx plus b. So I've got y equals my slope of 1/3 times x, and then my y-intercept, which is positive 6, so plus 6. So y equals 1/3 x plus 6 is the equation of my perpendicular line. All right, well, if you have any additional questions on this, please let me know. But otherwise, you should have what you need to continue on in the chapter.